What's up, fellow adult collectors? Welcome to Surveying Collectibles. In this video, I'll be focusing on the brand new Amazon exclusive Power Rangers Lightning Collection Psycho Rangers 5-pack. In this set, you get the black, yellow, red, blue. My name is Seville, and here I like to discuss action figures and other collectibles based on my favorite movies, TV shows, and video games. If you find this video enjoyable or informative, please give me a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Because there's so many figures here, this video won't quite fall into my traditional style. Instead, I'll focus on just the high notes and the key differences between re-release figures, and mainly I'll be focused on the most significant strengths and weaknesses of the 5-pack as a whole. As I said earlier, both red and blue have already had previous releases. The only real difference I can see between those and these in the 5-pack are that the newer ones are a little bit more glossy. The Red Ranger does get an additional lightning effect for his sword, but it's just a copy of the one that came with Lord Zed. The way the packaging is set up for the 5-pack takes the yellow spark that originally came with the Blue Ranger and places it next to the Yellow Ranger. When it comes to the figures themselves, there are some problems with the paint apps on my 5-pack version of the Red Ranger. The red of the helmet is all misplaced, and there's a silver blotch on his chest for some reason. The Blue Ranger, however, looks fine in both versions. Moving on to the newer figures, the Black Ranger does look really good, but that might be because there's not really a whole lot that could be messed up. Technically, there should have been some gold trim to outline the raised part of the armor, but that was left off. The Green Ranger does look really good too. Mine didn't really have any quality control problems at all. The Black Ranger's scepter is made pretty solid and sturdy. I've already had him in plenty of stances where it's been helping him balance. The Green Ranger's dagger looks really cool and is painted really well. In my mind, this all sounds like I'm talking about the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger, but I'm obviously not. And finally, the Green Ranger did come with his own spark effect for the dagger. Here I have the female Psycho Rangers. The basic sculpt form has been carried over from the typical female body that you'd see in like the Mighty Morphin Pink and Yellow Rangers, but then you do get all the Psycho sculpting details on top of that. Much like the males, the chest armor is an additional piece floating over the body, and it does move around enough to not really hinder the articulation. Between the two, the paint on the Yellow Ranger is a bit more spotty and thin, but I think that's just the nature of the yellow color on top of the black. The Yellow Ranger's blaster weapon is a totally new and unique piece that does look pretty good. Also, as I mentioned before, this yellow spark effect was packaged next to the Yellow Ranger as if it went to her, but it doesn't really make sense on the blaster to me. The Pink Ranger's bow also looks really good, and it's probably my favorite accessory in the set. The energy arrow itself is a reused piece that did come with the original Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, as well as the Ranger Slayer. Finally, every one of the Psycho Rangers did come with a grip hand for the right and a fist hand for the left. So, with all that said, it's time to run the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Psycho Rangers through my guidelines for a complete and fair review. The female characters do have new sculpts, but the males did reuse old ones. However, they are all highly detailed and accurate to the show. They all do have more than 20 points of articulation, they are in scale with a line, and balanced really well. They do include plenty of accessories, and when you break down the price to being $20 per figure, it's definitely fair. As of this recording, the 5-pack is available on Amazon, but the Green Ranger is no longer available on Hasbro Pulse. Finally, my Red Ranger did have some pretty bad quality control problems with the paint apps, which would have really sucked if I didn't already have one. Therefore, leading my final score to an 8 out of 10 star rating, meaning they're still excellent and must-owns for all fans. If you don't already have any of the Psycho Rangers, then the 5-pack is definitely the easiest way to go to get the main team. But I do think that Hasbro should have planned it out better so that those of us who already had the red and blues didn't have to buy duplicates in order to get the black, pink, and yellow. Since they were doing the Green Ranger on Hasbro Pulse anyway, they could have just stuck him in this set along with the Silver Ranger. That way we could have gotten a complete team of 7 without any duplicates. Overall though, I am generally happy with this set, and I do hope it performs well. That way, it'll encourage Hasbro to do more team sets like this in the future.